He has never been afraid to tackle the toughest projects, protecting both the contractor and the taxpayer. He's a church-going family man who gains strength through adversity. For more than 30 years, Brian Whalen has demonstrated the skill, integrity, and responsibility in his everyday life that will live on for generations.
Brian had that special skill of always being fair and working with the contractor, and yet demanding and receiving the highest quality product for the university and the people of the state of Nevada.
Brian came to Reno via Boulder City, his father a pipe fitter on the vast Hoover Dam project. He moved north to attend the university and show his athletic prowess on the hardwood with the legendary Jake Lawler.
Brian's truly one person who in the last 40 years has made a difference in this community by giving of himself, and he certainly has overseen a tremendous growth at the university. The campus has changed dramatically under Brian's leadership.
He followed in Lawler's footsteps, dedicating himself to the university. For more than 3 decades, he's been responsible for the physical plant at the University of Nevada. 58 major buildings on a 200-acre campus.
I think that Brian, over his years at the university, was over the facilities group, which consisted of construction and maintenance. And Brian's fairness with all contractors, and always firm but fair. He really has done an outstanding job as a construction administrator.
His responsibilities include the planning, designing, and construction management for many major campus buildings. The Church Fine Arts Center, Getchell Library, Scrugum Engineering Mines Building, Nye Hall, the Chemistry Complex, Judicial College, Education Building, Lombardi Recreation Building, and Lawler Event Center. He's currently working on 2 major projects, a campus drainage system and the College of Education building.
He has shown his skill by managing the growth that the university has gone through in the construction of new buildings and the maintenance of the facilities at the university.
You cannot walk through the university campus without seeing or feeling his influence.
You know, people have said that Brian Whalen is the all-time leading scorer for the University of Nevada in basketball. He's been putting points on the scoreboard for the last 25 years as the official scorer.
Brian joined UNR as assistant university engineer in 1958, when campus facilities were less than 600,000 square feet. He was promoted to director of physical plant in 1973 and continues to supervise campus facilities that have grown to more than 2 million square feet.
I think that Brian's accomplishments with his high respect from the construction community really exemplifies the type of person that he is. He's again, fair but firm.
Brian's integrity has never been questioned, and he's a man of his word.
But Brian's life is more than blueprints, mortar, and brick. He's been a strong father and parent with his wife, Cress, to their children, Katie, Maisie, and Brian Jr., never letting adversity get the family down.
I think one of the things that Brian has, he's always been involved in the community, but one of the things that comes to mind that maybe a lot of people are not aware of is that Brian's son, Brian Jr., at the age of 17, was hurt very badly in a swimming pool accident where he broke his neck. And I think it was probably a very devastating blow to that young man at that time. And I think that Brian Jr. had experienced one of the really traumas of a lifetime a person could experience. But on the other hand, he probably had one of the greatest assets ever in his family. His mom and dad really devoted their life to Brian, and I think people should be aware of that.
He's just a wonderful family man. Brian's family means everything to him. There isn't a moment that he would trade with his family for all the riches in the world. He's truly a very unique person in that respect.
It is people like Brian who make the Truckee Meadows a special place. He's an unsung hero, a steady force.
Brian is he's one of those very unique people who gives that very precious commodity that we all have, and that's he gives his time and gives of himself. Brian, when there's something that needs to be done in the community, Brian's the one that's there. If something needs to be done at the church, Brian's the one that's up installing the sprinkler system. If His wife's old fraternity or sorority house needs some work done on it. Brian's the one that's up there fixing the doors or fixing the window. Brian gave countless hours of his time and his effort to the Planning Commission, the City of Reno, and many other boards and commissions. He's just a type of a person that's willing to give of himself.
Through his life, his work, and his family, Brian Whalen has displayed the skill, integrity, and responsibility that all the community should look up to.